3rd and long. It's Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
That was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down. When you want 3, get a little bit closer, making an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses we talk to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Hurry up, here we go. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
It's caught outright by Graham. And he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down.
14.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Wilson on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. On first down, escaping the pressure right. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. First and goal. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for it. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling them for a loss.
On second down, here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Pete Carroll throwing down near the goal line and it not turning out well. I think we've seen that before.
Feels like a flashback, doesn't it? You go back to the Super Bowl against the Patriots, and everybody expected them to run the ball, and they didn't throw it. Crucial interception that ended the game essentially for them. I think everyone thinks they're going to run it every single time now. That's just not going to be the case.
Here it's a costly fumble. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Second down, just 1 yard to go. Second down, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Cousins, and he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here's Kelly on 4th down, and he is going to lose yardage here. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time?
Because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Here's Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in a nickel on 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jimmy Graham from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
How about that, partner? A little razzle-dazzle. Fake field goal that turns into a pass and a touchdown. Fooled everyone, including us.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Charles, a lot of off-air talk between us about the playoff picture, and obviously Patriots well on their way there again, but they'll have to do it this year without Rob Gronkowski. Of course, the Madden cover boy injured, maybe some talk of a Madden curse, I don't know.
Well, you know, it's so funny when we talk about that. If you go back through the time, a lot of guys had big years after being on the cover of Madden. You know, Richard Sherman. And the Seahawks went to a Super Bowl the year that he was on there.
OBJ had a good year last year.
Yeah, so listen, you and I both know Gronk. There's no way he sees it as a curse. He sees it as a challenge and will work his way back.
And we certainly wish him well in his recovery.
Green 39. Now lucky 56. Lucky pass.
3rd and long for Cousins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They'll come out in the pistol. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
The emergence of Thomas Rawls out of Central Michigan, chalk one up for the scouting department of the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, last year averaged 5.6 yards per attempt. Most of the NFL, of course, City had that nasty ankle injury.
Well, he's back healthy and looking like the Thomas Rawls we saw in 2015.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll try to run with Rawls. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls. The Seahawks have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in. Front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them in plus territory. Excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. first down. Here's Cousins. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. K.J. Wright in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Now let's go.
Cousins now on second down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go now. Blue line.
Cousins on first down. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Going to Rawls on the dump-off. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. This complete to Lockett. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after. Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water.